Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak, where today we just take a look around, talk to various people and see what else is going on. Zeros? Woof. Ah, Zeros is charging right now. Could have fooled me, he looks like he's just sitting there. I actually just finished analyzing Mayor's data. Yang seemed quite interested in how hollow cores worked as well. I thought I had an idea of typical construction assembly, but Mayor's is a framework I've never seen before. So you take up all your time with that, I really owe you one. Oh, no problem. Learning more about her and hollow cores in general fascinates me. This project is well worth my time. You're taking the nightly rounds again tonight? You know, you're markedly different from how I imagined you'd be. You're more serious, I suppose. Nah, I just like waiting till nights to start screwing around. Besides, night is when I show all the juicy shit in the theaters you can't see during the day. And I take back what I just said. At any rate, I should have fully analyzed tonight, but still right on schedule. I'll have the report ready tomorrow morning.
Well...
How is it November already? It started getting really cold all of a sudden. How about you head back inside then? I don't do paid sick leave, so don't you go catching a cold on me. Fine. I've just been thinking to myself a lot. My brother's words are floating around in my head. The stuff about having what it takes. Yeah, but I'm not gonna let it get me down. I know I have the heart of a real Kruger warrior. Nothing anyone says can change that. I just have to be strong enough that even my brother respects me. If I keep working hard and getting stronger, like I'm already doing, I'll be that full-fledged warrior, just you watch. That's the spirit, kiddo. Ain't always bad to have a chip on your shoulder. Just don't go pushing yourself too hard over it, yeah? Yeah. Oh, what are Theo and the Tyrell up to? It's really neat seeing a drone and a cat talking to each other. They're gonna flip back home when I write about it. Response, anger. Calculating motive. Unable to identify. Yeah, this ain't going anywhere. Just leave him alone, alright? Can't exactly reason with cats. You poke your nose in there, you just cause a commotion. Understood. Theo will moderate voice volume at night so as not to disturb local felines. He looks like a bush with his hair on end. Guess this is his turf and he wants us gone. Suffered greater than expected time loss while collecting laundry. Now updating cat database entry with metadata tag sensitive. I mean, yeah, cat sees some weird robot thing in its neighborhood, cat flips out. But hey, maybe they get used to you.
This feels relaxing.
Sweep it up. I think I saw that weird guy before. Wherevo? Oh yeah, there was that guy in the Tyrell District. He looked like him. You're something else, so right through his disguise, didn't you? No way she remembers what he looks like. They broke up before she was born. He was super weird. He kept crying all the time. Why was he so sad? I should try and chin up next time. Maybe he needs a pat on the back. Talk about rubbing salt in a wound. Can't say he didn't have it coming though. Olashka, how's your guild work going? You said you'd be helping out with reception stuff? It's been great. I've been doing a lot more than I thought I would. They've been showing me how to handle requests, how to assign backup to on-site braces. It's really cool getting to see how they all work together. Oh, and because it's their HQ in Calvert, you get to hear about what's going on across the whole country. I'm glad to hear it. I was kinda worried you'd find it boring, honestly. But yeah, you keep this up and you're gonna be a whole new Alaska when you come back to the village. You bet I am. I'm gonna be the best bracer that Trail Village has ever seen. So, what about you, kinda? Also the whole gunsmith thing? Well, it certainly isn't like the smithing I've been doing. It's very smithy though, if that makes sense. It makes sense given Sylvie's worldview. She draws a lot of inspiration from her ancestors too, just like me. Come, gimme, you're in the way. I learned a lot about how bracers work and conduct themselves. Man, I can't wait to grow up. I'll be in the capital for a few more days. Maybe I can meet a super big bracer and talk to him about stuff. Sylvie can be awfully strict, but I don't mind it. Having her correct my mistakes will help make me a better artisan. For a while, I was sort of balancing old school smithing philosophy with all the new protocols and stuff for new age machines. But gunsmiths are kind of a weird middle ground. Guns aren't cutting edge, but they're not stone age either. It might actually be the place for me though. If I can get good at it, I think I'll be set. Thank you, Van. I'll talk to Yumi about your offer. I'm sure she'd chomp at the bit for an opportunity to take a vacation. Don't sweat it. I always like to go the extra Selga on a job, you get me? 3 days is a bit on the long side, but I think she'll be alright. I think she's about to be age for a trip like that. She can handle herself. So we want to take Yumi along? Ha, Bastard went home, did he? There's no way, is there? Not a good look he's wearing. Probably best to leave him be right now. I freed up some of my time, so I thought I might help clean the kitchen. Were you discussing something with Mom Mud stuff? Yeah, nothing bad though. I plan on telling everyone tomorrow. Well, I look forward to hearing the details then.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
I really shelled out for that camera in Basel's One Plaza. It doesn't take just pictures, it can record a live video too. Like broadcast equipment. I heard about this little store with some killer deals. Wonder if I can snag one of those cameras for cheap. Video's really big for me. If I can get my own video recorder, I can make my own films. Wait, what? You wanna go to Basel? Seriously? I do! I wanna go to the Basel Institute. I wanna do the kind of work that Kat was doing. I can learn more about engineering and take classes with professors and make new things, and I can sell the stuff I make. When the Round Company will hire me, then I have to go do interviews. On second thought, scratch that. I'm too far gone. I can't talk with normies like that. I'll die. Baby steps. Yeah, baby steps. Just focus on the smaller things for now. So, Rebecca took this online entrance exam thing for Basel University. And she got a perfect score, which is a waste because she's never going to Basel University. That would require setting foot outside her house, and she hasn't done that in 10 years.
Alrighty.
I think about the Basel Institute a lot. How cool it would be to study there. I wish I could just pack my bags and go right now. But then I'd have to see people and talk to them and it's not happening. Just thinking about it makes me want to curl up and hide. Goodness, time flies when you're speaking with Jin. Before I knew it, night had already fallen. There's still much we need to go over, so I'll be back at it in the morning. I heard that a fellow priest visited Father Nikolai today, but I'm not sure who. Apparently he's a high-ranking father from the Grand Cathedral. What would bring someone of his stature here, I wonder? Never have been able to get a read on Father Nikolai. It's got me curious now. Just what kind of person is he? In my youth, I studied under Bishop Orwell at the Edith Grand Cathedral. He has truly earned his title, junior only to the Archbishop. I deeply admire his canon and diligence. The nostalgia. Much time has passed since those wonderful days. But those experiences have shaped me to the man I am today. I have Bishop Orwell to thank for that. I was quite the troublemaker in my youth, if you could believe it. Bishop Orwell is right to set me straight. I often find myself nostalgic for those days. I'm a much different man now. The sauna really hit the spot today. I saw some teenagers in that too. Couldn't have been older than 15 or 16. I could see the bags under his eyes. Probably preparing for entrance exam. I worry over that. No, they know, but I can't help worrying about him as a neighbor. Kids like sticking it to the man at that age, just breaking rules for the sake of breaking them. Next month is looking... oh, tight there. The fuel price hikes are really gonna bite us. I wonder how much a trip to Ramiferia would run me. You've been planning that for a while, haven't you? Yep, my grandpa and his family immigrated from there some time ago. I'd love to see the country for myself. My job as a clerk is well and good, but it doesn't give me much vacation time. I'd love to go on a trip or two. Gotcha. She's a character for sure. Well, just gotta keep at it. You get your time in the sun one day, I'm sure. Thanks for a vote of confidence. But yeah, I just wanted to go for a while now. Maybe I should give it some thought. So, Grandpa immigrated from Ramiferia. He would always tell us about how beautiful of a place it was. How blue the water was, how clear the glaciers were, and he loved the people there. I really would like to go there someday. Maybe one of these summers I can plan a trip. That annoying little buzzard. Zora drives me up the wall. This is my house. I put up with her, so she can stand to put up with me. Neither Zora nor Curtis give a damn what their brethren thinks. Nobody does, I swear. Drives me mad. Incidentally, where has that boy run off to? I haven't seen him around lately. Well, whatever, so I care. Curtis lashed out at me. He said I was a distraction. He doesn't want me to enter his room and break his concentration. I feel hurt, my poor boy. But, well, his grades have markedly improved as of late. Perhaps that truly is what he needed. That said, if his grades fall again, you can bet I'll be back in there. Who does he think he is, just lazing about in my living room? What a cockroach. He can prance about and bang his chest all he pleases, but he won't get so much as a glass of water from me. Sometimes I wonder how I fell in love with that man to begin with. Oh, dearie me, I nod off to sleep for just a little bit and the whole day slips away. I'd best head on home now. Nights like these are when I feel the loneliest. But then, winter's on the horizon too. Perhaps I should warm myself back up with some hot borscht from Mummat. It's nights like these where I can't help thinking back on a lot of things really. But perhaps it's best I take my mind off those things. I'll take a quick nap and then head to Montmartre. That borscht is lovely this time of year.
Alrighty.
Oh, Mr. Hawker's back. Harry and Sheena are really having fun. I love when everyone's smiling. It makes me happy. I want to play with them tomorrow, and the day after that, and then... Dad! I'm home. It's so good to see you again. How have you been, bud? Yeah, it's been okay. But check out Zeros, though. They have this AI that can speak and they're super amazing. I see. I got a lot to catch up on from the sound of it. I want to hear all about it, Harry. Let's hit the baths, okay? You got it. Hey Dad, you eat dinner? I want to make you an omelette. Well, goodness, Harry, since when did you learn to cook? I leave for a month when my boys all grown up. I missed so much. Mr. Hawker, it's been forever since I saw you. Yeah, Sheena, sorry I had to settle you folk with Harry for that whole month. It's okay, we got along fine. It got kinda tough sometimes, but I'm a big girl now, so I can handle it. I leave for a month and Sheena's a completely different girl. Kids these days, they grow up so fast. A little run from that shirt's been following me everywhere. Didn't even have a chance to buy groceries because she was tailing me. And I get the feeling she'll be back tomorrow. What am I gonna do with her? At least Brenda's got herself sorted. I got that other boy to babysit too, in all likelihood. You can't eat if you don't work. If you're not gonna help out with the store, then don't bother coming back home. Fine, I'll go and live my life all by myself. There. I know you don't want me around anyway. What was that? This old hag can't hear you. Nothing. You again, get off my back, bitch. What's the deal, dude? This is my neighborhood too. You saying I ain't got the right to be here? He's right, and I freaking hate that he's killing my vibe here. I'm so sorry. I wish I could get him to stop causing so much trouble. He's not as destructive as he used to be at the very least. Now if only he'd listen to what his old lady says, I could rest easy at night.
Looking is always free, you know. Come back for more anytime.
Ugh, how is it this late?
Alrighty, that should pop out nicely. Just a little more over here. I'm doing the jacket cover for Jess's new record. I wasn't sure how I'd make it work, but once I stopped overthinking things, the ideas just flowed right onto the paper. It's really coming along now. I might have it done today.
Let's do this.
Another happening night in store.
Guess Sailor and Lulua aren't giving up on making us idols just yet. Are they defying the label's direct orders? This isn't like you, Sailor. She's changed. A lot, actually. I wonder if it's Lulua's doing. Hey dude, we're putting on a free show tonight. We open as our own local up-and-comer Jess. He's really been making a name for himself around here lately. Word is he's about to sign with a major label. It's getting harder and harder to get tickets to see him before they sell out. It's practically a miracle that he's playing a free show. This might be a one-shot to see him live.
Hey there, what'll it be? See ya!
Well...
Such a pretty song.
Damn it, Jess, you're really going to make me cry. He's so damn cool, I can already feel my heart breaking. I don't think I can take any more of this. This is that singer-songwriter everyone's on a bus about? Wow, his performance is so emotional. It's so wonderful getting to hear music like this somewhere I take for granted on my everyday jogs. Goes to show what I've been missing out on this whole time, never slowing down to smell the roses. Lodi's finally opened my eyes. There's so many things I'm seeing clearly for the first time. Wait, why are my cheeks wet? I'm so happy Selma likes Jester's music. There's something about his songs that just cuts straight to the heart and sticks with you. I thought it might appeal to Selma given what she's been through lately, so I recommended she give him a listen.
Over here! Look at me!
Alrighty.
Well,
Well, if it isn't Van.
Hello, Bamori. Dingo's should be putting in some overtime as of late. And here I am, just having to suffer, seeing spend so much time with a beautiful lady that's not me. I don't think your usual game's gonna catch his attention anytime soon. Boo, you're no fun. But I digress. It looks like you've got all your work down pat for the day, yeah? I'm sure your assistance was more than appreciated. Arkwright Solutions to the rescue. Chill, I didn't do anything other than show up. Guy's a clown, but he's at least got the balls to take responsibility. Guess we'll see how far that gets him. I don't quite know whether I trust him or his claims of integrity just yet. I believe it when I see it. Oh, but I still keep an eye on the deer myself, so don't worry about doing all the heavy lifting. I'm sure the media friends will calm down after a while. It's up to him to decide how to handle things from here. Oh, but I still keep an eye on the deer myself. I'm not giving up, Dingo. I'll be just as good as you. Things have been pretty lively up in Arkwright Solutions, huh? Guess it calmed down some at least. It's good to see you got it in you to make some good friends. I'm an adult, you know. You want to talk anyway, been rekindling your passion for reporting with this little go-getter around. I'm not going to deny that. It looks like she's really drunk. Not sure if she'll come to, but I'll stick around to send her home if she wakes up. Hey, we're good to see you. Me and other food store owners are out for drinks tonight. There's a lot we gotta talk about with the Revolution Festival right around the corner. Primo will take your order while I'm here. I'm sure Primo can handle the stall on her own for a little while. What I'm not so sure about is whether she'll get experimental and start offering customers some new weirdo tacos. But hey, Velas is passion and droves. She's an inspiration, that one.
you there! Have a...
Why is she not so popular? Damn not chic sense of style and pinpoint attention to detail. We might be able to compete if we extend our business hours to 9 PM. That should increase sales by at least 10%. No, maybe even higher once a new menu rolls out.
Alrighty.
This here's the finest cuisine around. Come again now. Yummy!
Hey, Shino. I've set up shop in every district before, but I always come back to good old Riverside. The dreams come true and friendly faces are plenty. Plus, this is where all my regulars are. Riverside's where I set up shop for the first time, so it holds a special place in my heart.
Hello. Thank you.
Come on, Uncle, I just want to replace my engine. It's the only way I'm gonna get max performance out of my Kabul. God, Esprit, would you knock it off? Go on and annoy someone else. Please, I cover for me, I just need your help finding the right engine. That's the problem. Do you even understand how hard it'll be to find something that'll even fit? Ah, great, she's throwing another fit. Gotta admit, her driving skills have come a long way. She could stand to learn how to behave though. Bradley, come on! Hey, knock it off. You ain't 5 years old, so behave yourself.
What'll it be? Come again.
Hey Rooney, there's a language unique to the Central East, but I didn't expect you to want to learn it just to help tutor Erla and Lolo. Your kindness knows no bounds, does it, Rooney? You're so dependable. You really think so? Early says I'm just wishy-washy. Erla's not one to mince words, is she? But anyway, I'd be more than happy to teach you. Feel free to come by for a lesson whenever you're free. Thank you so much, Mother Kira. Having a kid like Rooney around keeps things lively for all of us. Speaking of lively, Lashka came by again with a girl from a village workshop. They'll be staying at the Bracer Guild for the next couple days actually. You should pay them a visit. I want to help tutor Erla and Lolo, so I'm brushing up on the Central Eastern culture and language first, so I can do that. I asked Mother Kira for help and she said she'd be happy to. She's so nice. Mother Kira hails from an impoverished town in the Central East. Life has guided her to the cloth despite everything that's happened to her. I imagine heavenly hands ensured she'd never go astray. Perhaps that's why her dedication to the salvation of others is so unshakable. I believe that she is of a divine fate, their task only she is able to accomplish.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
I used to sell up on the surface until about 2 years ago. I thought some of those guys moved in and started dealing themselves. Almata, I mean. And man, they're ruthless. I couldn't tell you how many of my roots they've snatched up in those short years. I could swear they were after my head at one point. I went underground after that and I don't regret that decision one bit. Blacklight's a good place to be. You have a boss watching out for us? A can't come slithering in like they usually do. It's safe here, you know. Blacklight is safe compared to upstairs for... Wow.
What will it be? I'll be seeing you.
I think maybe my luck's starting to look up. I'm not seeing those feisty fight-picking gangsters around here anymore for one. And then just today I backed a real VIP client. I'm so proud of myself. I love getting a real big shot. Maybe I take the rest of the day off and treat myself at Gabriella's. Celebrate the good times, you know? I deserve it. Why is my old wound giving me trouble again? Might just be karma. What goes around comes around. This is the first time it's given me grief, and I doubt it'll be the last. Hey, you had the eyes on me in my youth. I had to bail from Langport, it got so bad. I miss that city. Perhaps I should head over to Isabella's and never take a look at my old wound. Maybe that's something she can do for me.
I've got... Best come... Best come again soon.
The Bracers. It's been a hot minute since I last checked this place. They've got a real nice lineup today. Like this greatsword here. What do you think of it, Lahat? It's pretty nice, yeah. Got this back alley blacksmith wife tits. I like it. You two are way too comfortable here. I don't know how you can do it. I can't stand these kinds of places. Oh, don't be such a spoilsport, Alvis. A Bracer's responsible for all citizens, no? Including those in the gutters. You know, that's why Regina worries about you so much. You're always so high-strung on the job. I mean, what? What does Regina have to do with that? Oh, for the love of alias, take the hint, you big dense blockhead. How about this? You two hold a competition between yourselves. The winner gets to take Regina on a dinner date. Sounds good to me. I mean, I still don't get why you're bringing her up in this, but I'm not gonna lose either way. My pride's on the line. You were alarmingly quick to agree there. Wait, why would I have dinner with her? I have a girlfriend, that's just... Oh, whatever, fine, you're on. I'm not gonna lose. I swear on my honor as a B-rank bracer. Man, how does Alvis function with a head that dance? Hopefully once I get the guy to come to his senses, he and Regina... Wait, he only gets to invite her to dinner if I lose. And if I lose, when I look bad. If I look bad... Okay, this is kind of a problem. What do I do? Should I win and let him figure it out on his own? Man, must suck being that dude's wingman. He's really fussing over it. Those two never change, do they? They've been like that ever since they were rookies. The more things change, the more they stay the same. They're capable racers now, but their old habits are hard to kick. Maybe that falls on me as their mentor. I've got room to improve myself, I reckon. I do need to do a better job of reining in even. Ah, why hello there. You know, I've always had a feeling you'd forget at this place. Guess I was right after all. Anyway, let's just stay on our own lanes here, alright? I look the other way if you do. Not even trying to play it cool this time. Well, fine by me. I ain't got nothing to do with you anyway. I had some business to negotiate with an old friend today. And mercy, she really likes to play hardball with me. I thought raising a daughter and moving to Cospel might have softened her up a little, but nope. That daughter of hers, wouldn't you know it, she's in the arms dealing business too, and darn tootin' she's good at it. Word is she even has her own airship now. She really does take after her mother. Might have a real firecracker on my hands when she grows up. Ashley and Jingo. I got that deal done in the end, but I'm telling you, they make for one scary duo. Whatever happens to throwing your old friend a bone, chivalry's dead, I tell you. Oh well.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
I'm not a spur from I should clarify. I found him on a battlefield I was working in. He's not tough by any stretch though. He's so frail I feel like if I let go of him, he'd just blow into dust. But you know something? I don't feel like I'm the one protecting him. The opposite actually. He's the one who saved me. I was a cold and heartless woman before I found him. He taught me what it meant to love someone. There's nothing I want more than for him to grow up, happy, healthy and strong. I want to give him the life he deserves. I hope and pray my little Yota goes up to be big and strong, that he gets to feel the sun in his face. Easier said than done, but still. Mommy, let me help. I'll wash the dishes. Thank you, Yota, but that's okay. It's time for you to go to bed now. Mommy can take care of everything by herself. Go brush your teeth and get tucked in, okay? Mommy, can you pick me up? How am I supposed to say no to that? Okay, but only after you brush your teeth. Come on, let's go. I'll wait for you while you get ready for that.
Don't take too long to decide. Come back soon.
Hey, mister, how about some...
I've loved books for as long as I can remember. Nowadays they're the only things that can mend my broken heart. Oh, like this book here. It's talk about all the gruesome ways they used to execute people in the Middle Ages. Every passage is just dripping with so much love. It's irresistible. Oh, no. Did I say it out loud? Why did I say hello to this chick? Ain't got the damn clue what she's on about.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Books are the perfect friend for the lonely underground lady. Should buy some too, Van. You love him just as much as I love you.
strange posse you're running with.
For real?
Hello, Evan. Come on, get him. No, not like that, you dumbass. Hook them. Right. I thought I recognized that head of hair. Good fight, huh? You're pretty well up there. Good fight is right, with a grudge match going on. The one I was yelling at. He just barely lost to this other guy last night. He lost me my money, but I get it back this time. I got a hunch. Come on, how about you throw some mirror into? It's real hype shit. Didn't take long for him to reel you in, huh? Punk's got a punk, I guess.
Alrighty.
Seriously?
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey, Kenny. No, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't really know much about what's going on outside my ditzy little bubble. But I'm not worried. This area always has a way of bouncing back from trouble. That's what I love about it. And don't you worry, baby. No matter how low you go, you always have a place here with me and everyone else. Ha, thanks, I keep it in mind. I know what that's like. I'd rather swim than sink. That's for damn sure.
I like it.
Wanna get a drink together?
And you there, girlie. Get over here and help me bring in some foot traffic. Good to see you again tonight. Whatever you do down here, just watch out for cops. Getting tangled up with those crooks is a rookie mistake. Anyway, I'm off to go back as a big spender. Talk to you later. Well, this is unusual. What's the occasion? You popped down here for pleasure or business for a change? Nah, I'm good. Just figure it's a good idea to keep tabs on this place every now and then. Never know when you might find something useful. Been noticing some faces I didn't see during the day. Looks like you guys are having some interesting visitors around here too. Oh, you mean her and those so-called superheroes? You bet they're interesting. I heard my fair share about them from the grapevine. I don't mind them. We could use a little excitement. It distracts from how lonely things can get down here. You know, lonely is different coming from you, huh? I get her though. You kinda gotta be a lone wolf to hack it down here.
Alrighty.
Oh, come on. When the sun goes down, all the boys come out to play. That's when business really picks up. What do you say, handsome? Any chance I can convince you to drop by this evening?
Ooh, you look dangerous. I'd better see you again.
Hey, nobody knows exactly how long Blacklight's been around. You believe the people on the streets will tell you it goes back some 500 years. More likely just popped up when people were drifting around the city after the revolution. Shit was real chaotic back then. Only one who knows for sure is probably the boss. The boss ain't someone to show up down here often. So who can say for certain? The boss is the one who keeps things clean down here. Ain't just all life down here who don't benefit somehow. I don't see the boss all that often myself, but you can always count on him to come through when you need him. So there is a boss. Has it really been a whole year since Cosper broke from Erebonia? How time flies when you get to my age. I had a number of brushes with the old CBD back when I lived there. They threw me in jail for just about anything over there. Didn't even do anything wrong this one time. They still cuffed me. But if I think they got the last laugh, oh, they've got another thing coming. One of these days we'll pay the piper. Cosper is starting to get a little big for its bridges now that it's independent. They've got consulates and everything now. But if the cops and SSS think they'll at the last laugh, oh, they've got another thing coming. Sooner or later they'll pay the piper. Are you the crazy harpy we arrested and trades with Zero and Azure? Hey there! Come on, have some fun. Just don't get too naughty, alright? I hadn't considered that as a way to restore cranial nerve functions. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Ren. That helps clear up the part of your thesis I had trouble passing. That insight will come in mighty handy. Don't mention it, just know that it's all still theory. It's up to you and your field to determine how practical it actually is. I'm definitely excited to see how my ideas pan out in the real world at any rate. I'll be keeping a very close eye on those tests. By all means, I'm excited to put your theory to work. Do I even wanna ask what harebrained schemes you're up to? And what's a kid like you doing down here at this hour? Ah, this isn't Edith's one and only Spriggan. Good evening, man. Why so concerned? I have proper permission to leave the campus at night. Everything is above board, I assure you. That's not what I meant and you know it. So you're still publishing papers, huh? Man, you're a real workaholic. You were doing that 5 years ago when we first met. So you're the infamous Milk Chaton, are you? The mysterious researcher who puts out papers at the speed of light. Medicine, economics, engineering, even literature and music theory. A polymath through and through. Your work has been very well regarded at the various conferences, and you even managed to attain your doctorate while remaining anonymous. Wow, you know your stuff. Normally I would deflect such scrutiny into my identity, but it seems as though the jig is up. My output isn't what it once was. I used to be a little haphazard in my youth, dabbling in anything and everything that came to mind. But now I'm so busy with the student council and my other commitments, I don't have the energy to publish as often as I used to. These days I put out a paper every 6 months or so. Because, you know, publishing only 2 papers a year at 16 is so bog standard. I think that's a healthy pace to maintain. Your youth doesn't last forever. It wouldn't do to drown your teenage years in work. I made plenty today at work, so tonight I figured I'd treat myself to a well-earned break. I've known Ren since her kiddie days. We got to know each other online. I never thought I'd get to meet her in person all these years later. So young, and yet she's grown so much. It didn't take her long to start marching to the Blacklight beat, but I suppose with a resume like hers, she can adapt to just about anything. Should have figured she'd know about her society ties. Man, what doesn't this woman know? Someone else tells me that you're going on something of a company retreat next week. I must say it sounds like fun. Perhaps stow away inside someone's trucks and come along for a ride. You might still be pretty short, but not as much as when we first met. Don't think you fit into anybody's suitcase anymore. But honestly, you don't have to go to all that trouble. You're welcome to tag along if you like. We owe you big time for all the help at Basel. You got room for one more. You're in if you want. That's sweet of you to offer. Alas, I have plenty of obligations keeping me busy next week, so I'll have to pass. That said, I hope you and your lovely assistants all get some very well-earned rest, and yes, especially. She's been a real busy bee between your work and the student council. Make sure to treat her well, alright? Of course, I get I ain't the best influence, but I ain't a slave driver. Renee could stand to take her own advice too. That girl never stops, but well, she has her friends and family to help with that, I guess.
Boss is gonna yell at you.
Show Browning. Alright, 500 more reps today. Let's do this. I used to be a famous boxer but on the surface, but then the drugs came a-calling. I fell about as low as a guy could fall, but you know something? Life here ain't so bad. This place is rotten to shit, but you can do whatever you want down here. I love it. Hell, you can leave guys half dead. Nobody cares.
Taking off now.
I was chatting with the staff over at one of the dealerships. Apparently Lino's trying to field a Z1 entry. What do you think? They haven't been competitive for years. I'm not a big Lino guy myself, but more makes is never a bad thing, especially with factory support. As a car buff, I can't wait to see what they got. So I've been hearing less and less about Grimcat lately. Wonder what's up with her. Not that I'm complaining, honestly. I think it would be best for everybody if she's just up and got gone. But being this gentlewoman thief and all makes it awkward trying to arrest her because it's still a crime. Just a celebrated one. We can't just look the other way when she robs some fat cat, despite the morality of it all. We've been getting a lot of reports about scams and shady deals. There's always a chance of mafias behind those in the bigger picture. Folks gotta be careful who they trust nowadays. We need to get the word out that we can help. Drying up a crime ring's funding is a good way to starve him out. Just so you know though, if I have to arrest Esprit and poking his nose into those deals himself, I will. Are we clear, Mr. Arkwright? We request that everyone report anything suspicious they see in town. Fraudsters, swindlers, anything shady under the sun. You rub shoulders with those types, don't you, Spriggan? If you know anything, make sure to loop us in. The officers have resources, but you don't. If you want something done right, you come to us. Lately we've been getting a lot of reports from teachers and parents of older children. They're telling us about these shady part-time jobs going around. That's a real problem. Good kids can get dragged into awful bad stuff without even knowing it. Monsters, all of them. We need to round them all up and get them off the streets. I just can't do it. Try as I might, the tower's mysteries still leave me stumped. Goodness, it's been 3 years and 67 days now, by my count, since I last had this severe case of artist's block. What's gotten into me? I've sunk far too great a cost to turn back now. I will conquer the tower with my trusty brush. Goddess is my witness. If I could just catch the faintest glimpse, the slightest touch of the tower's true colors. Perhaps I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I know what the tower truly is if I know what it truly isn't. It's reversed, so to speak. If I can change the perception of a tower like that, then I may very well have a breakthrough on my hands.
Well...
If a word had got out of it got fished on some explicit website, heavens, reputation would have been sunk. I can't thank you enough. Trust is paramount for our film. It's not something you can simply buy. So I'm swearing off those spaces. You'll just need to find some other way to unwind after a long day's work.
Guess it's time for me to leave.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
I've heard that other countries look to Calvert for the newest fashion trends. Our diversity brings a lot of unique flair to the scene. That's part of what makes designing clothes so interesting. Not just for the EGC, but for store brands too. You got traditional stuff from Russian, Central and Far East trends, and then there's Edith, which is like this big melting pot. That's my job, bridging all those unique cultures and bringing them together to make something new. They say how you dress is an extension of your personality, and I'm inclined to agree. But all the same, Calvert's fashion trends sorta stifle people, blind them to whatever's hot at the time. That's why I aim to create something that helps bring out people's true natures, regardless of what's hip and trendy. What the hell, man? How did Sasha walk all over us like that? And then they just toss out the shit with Ronald like it's nothing? Never would have thought he'd throw in with the Mafia. The hell did this come from? Shit really got out of hand. Renee and Sasha are getting full of themselves, piss me off. But then Ronald went and took things too far. How did we even get here?
Well... Alright.
man, James got straight embarrassed where I could hardly believe my eyes. But he wasn't pissed about it, he looked relieved actually. Like a weight came off his shoulders. Guess he needed that. Actually, Sasha was looking like she still had an itch afterwards, so maybe float her a challenge? I was able to squeeze out a win, but man, she was tough as ever. But Kirk tried to take her on too. He held his own, but he couldn't beat her either. Probably looked past her cause she's a girl, but dumb shit. He's been really full of himself lately. So I know it's good that he got off his high horse like that. Better now than later. Now he's pulling all-nighters practice and he's really taking that beating to heart. I'll keep an eye on him, see how that goes. No, I did not choke. I just let down my guard a little. This girl does have some hoops, I admit. She had to have been good for Simon to take notice. Next time we face off, it won't go so smoothly for her, you'll see.
Here's a request from one of our listeners.
Gonna eat something?
Someday I was gonna take a little family trip. Just the three of us. Wanna show Paulette and Yumi that I can be a good dad. Anything to put a smile on her face, anything I swear. I'm getting real bad vibe from this. Feel like I should step in. Long lie. I heard things can get a little sketchy there, being a border town and all, but it's supposed to be pretty safe otherwise. Don't you cause any trouble there. Seems like wherever you go, Gehenna seems to follow. Hopefully this time you keep your nose out of trouble. It's our home after all, even if I've been gone a while. Please offer up a stick of incense for this unworthy disciple. If you wouldn't mind, Arkwright. I said, screw guys, who says I gotta marry one just cause I'm that age and not like I'm gonna just curl up and die if I'm single in my 30s. Alright, you all tonight, we're gonna have drink till I forget all about it. Heading to Longline, huh? Gotcha. Oh, that's where you're from, right? Figured you ran from Langport. Yeah, I've got a bit of Longline in me. Wasn't there all that long though. Makes sense, guess not everybody Eastern is from the same place. Longline's big thing is tea. They're the tea capital of the world, or so they say. Its unique climate gives it a lot of other unique stuff too. It's a place like no other, so I hope you get to take it all in. A little while ago, this kid named Eddie came to apologize to the young miss. Apparently he was involved in that whole mess. We can't exactly let him see her given everything, so I just passed this message along. Though he did end up helping her patch things up with her father, so all's well that ends well, I suppose. The Republican Party frequents this hotel for their meetings. Polanski's a familiar face here. That CEO who just checked out, she's been coming here more often as of late. And she's far from the only one. A lot of those types hold meetings here with members of the Republican Party.
Well...
Jennifer has a lot of initiative. That's good in a president. I just wish she went so rash. She needs to think things through. Not that she's unwelcome in the party, not at all. Everyone's bringing their own skills and strengths to the table. Politics is all about connections, you see, and stringing them together to get what you want. History is full of fools, perhaps good men, who try to move a political world all by themselves. Seldom do they succeed. I do see that risk in Jennifer at times, but then she's still young. That ambition will help her. You can see plain as day how much she cares about every issue she tackles. At the right time, in the right place, she could be an effective player on the political stage. Young Miss Basilia returned home earlier than usual today. I do sympathize. She and her father have a complicated relationship.
Do you need something? Please come again.
I thought it would be easy to win over some party members, given the slump we're in, how wrong I was, and he had such a big heart to set me straight like that. It's strange, even the sweetest Quincy treat tastes salty when I eat it alone.
What's next?
Off we go.
This week, a film that we're premiering for our nighttime showing is Climber's Story. It's a documentary that recreates the events of a mountain climber's memoir. It was filmed on a real mountain and also features narration from a mountaineer who wrote the original story. Isn't that cool? However, given that it takes place on such a dangerous mountain, I wouldn't recommend trying to replicate any of the feats captured in the movie.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
I'm glad the Climber's Story movie was narrated by an actual mountaineer. It gave an authentic touch to that film. I've heard that some movies filmed out in the real world have stage scenes in them.
Thank you for your visit
I
today.
didn't get that sense from this movie, but it's a good reason my audience need to watch with a more discerning eye.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
In light of everything going on, I unfortunately wasn't able to offer much assistance earlier in the day. Be that as it may, I'm happy to inform you that this week's new film is Climber's Story. It's a quasi-documentary based on real-world writings, offering a unique perspective and atmosphere you won't find in other films. We're also continuing our rerun of Wolf's Requiem as well. If you still have yet to see it, then by all means, please do so.
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on Screen 1 will soon begin.
Good, but I've been everywhere, and the episode is long enough, so I think I end this here, and we continue with the 4SPG with what appears to be the main story next time. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get
We
lost.
have merchandise